We have a very special guest on the Whataburger Hotline. We'll get back to talking about everything going on in sports, but one of the big things going on right here in your neck of the woods, Texas Stars headed to the Calder Cup Finals, and team president for the Texas Stars, Rick McLaughlin, is joining us right now on the Whataburger Hotline. Hey, thank you very much, Rick. We appreciate the time.
Rod, thank you guys for having us on. We really appreciate you squeezing us in today.
Hey, Rick, is it any different this time? The first year, everything was so new, and it almost seemed like a dream-type sequence, everybody in the first year of the club being in town and getting to the finals. This time around, getting to the finals, does it seem a little bit different?
Well, there's certainly similarities, but this team is a better team than what we had in year one. As you know, we finished first overall in the league. We have the most valuable player in the league with Travis Morin. We've got Curtis McKenzie, who was Rookie of the Year, and our coach, Willie Jardin, was Coach of the Year last year, and I'm sure he was heavily in the running for Coach of the Year this year. So I think we have a better club, but it does feel like deja vu, especially with me on the air with you guys again around this time of year. It feels really good.
Yeah, Rick, this is John. I want to ask you, I had a buddy that was at the game, and he was sending me text updates and this, and when he sent me a text and some other things when you guys got down 2-0 in that match. Of course, you scored 6 unanswered goals, and we know how it ended up. But, I mean, can you describe what your emotions are like as you see this team grow and fight and get better and come so close and then down 2-0, and what the internal strife is like for you as you're watching this team fight through that battle?
Well, we got off to a slow start with a quick goal by Toronto, so immediately you start to get a little nervous when you go down. But then the Toronto Marlies have scored the first goal in all 14 of their playoff games, so I had to remind myself of that. And then when they chipped in the second goal at the beginning of the second period, I've got to tell you, I started getting a little nervous, and I could tell we were back on our heels. But I also had the sense that once we score a goal, I felt like things would really pick up, and that's what happened. We had 2 minutes to go in the second period, and Mike Hedden put the first goal in, and it just, the whole dynamic and the whole energy level of the team picked up immediately, and then we scored a second goal right before the end of the second period with like 50 seconds to go. And I think we'd have scored a third goal had time not run out. You could certainly see the momentum change where the Texas Stars were in command and the Toronto Marlies were back on their heels. But it was certainly, felt really good when we scored the next 2 goals and we were up 4-2, and sort of could take a breath and feel like we had the game under control with 8 minutes, and then we chipped in a couple more, and then I was relieved. I'm sure everybody else in the stands and our fans were relieved, but it was a really exciting game, especially since we won.
Hey, Rick, and talk about the relationship between you guys and the fans, because I know so many folks out there who are just such committed Texas Stars fans. And how rewarding is it for you guys that I know you guys have a lot of different priorities. It's not just winning, but you want to develop talent and your developmental franchise. But how rewarding is it to pay those fans back for everything that they've done for you guys with the competitive product you guys continue to put out there?
Well, our fans are great, and they've been great. They've been great all 5 years, and they've certainly been tremendously supportive this year. We had a great crowd last night, and we're looking for our fans to come join us for games 1 and 2 here over the weekend on Sunday, Monday. But yeah, we love our fans. I think the fans have really come to understand hockey. They are booing or cheering immediately when something good or bad happens, where year one there was a little bit of a lag time where some fans had to catch up a bit. But our fans, we've developed our fans into true hockey fans, and we can't thank them enough for their support, and we're looking for them to come out on Sunday, June 8th at 7:30 at Cedar Park Center to watch the first game. And I think we have a ticket promotion that we want to talk about.
Sure.
That we've set up with you guys.
Yeah, absolutely, because games 1 and 2 are at the CPC Sunday night and Monday night.
That's right. And for your listeners who have supported us, we want to offer a $17 luxury seat, which has a regular gate price of $31. And if they just go to the link on your website, they can come and join us for games 1 and 2.
Wow, that's tremendous. Rick McLaughlin, president of the Texas Stars, is with us here on Sports Talk AM 1300 Zone. Okay, now some fun questions for you, Rick. You're playing the St. John's Ice Caps for the Calder Cup, and I know some folks are asking me, St. John's, where's that? And I said, they thought it was in New York where the university is. I said, oh, no, that's Newfoundland. That's 3,400 miles away, so it might be difficult for a road trip for folks to go to the middle games. How long a plane flight is it there for you guys to go up there for games 3, 4, and 5?
Well, I'm understanding that it's an 8-hour charter plane flight from Austin, Texas.
Oh.
And I've also been told that St. John's, there's a couple things I want to share with you guys. St. John's is closer to London, England than it is to Texas.
Wow.
And there is a vicious rumor that the Loch Ness Monster lives out by St. John's. That's how far and how deep the water is out there. So it's pretty far. It's pretty far out there.
As long as Loch Ness is not in goal, we'll take it. That's okay with that. Thank God it's a 2-3-2. Man, I'm thinking about this 2-2-1-1-1 business. That would have been no good.
No, that's the travel and the wear and tear on both teams would have been really bad. It would have been looking like the players were skating in slush out on the ice with their legs being so tired from a 2-2-1-1-1. So we're glad we could pull this together with a 2-3-2.
Well, it was a lot of fun when you guys in year one when you were tackling the Hershey Bears in the Calder Cup Finals. I know a lot of people out there were happy that you got the deal done and you're back in the Calder Cup Finals again. Game 1 Sunday night 7:30, Game 2 Monday night 7:30. We appreciate the discount offer to our listeners. We'll get that link tweeted out here momentarily. And Rick, best of luck as always. We appreciate the time and thanks again.
Well, thanks again, and please come join us as our guests out here with your group. Would love to have you, and you guys always bring us luck. So thanks for having me on.
We'll be there, Rick. Thank you. Appreciate it.
Thanks, guys, very much.